for that inch.
Rarely do I see any American Italians eating in here.
But I'm funny how? I mean, funny like I'm a clown, I amuse you?
Villkoret är att jag får leva.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Welcome to Real Genius. I'm Chris Vognar, culture critic of the Dallas Morning News.
And I'm Robert Wilonsky, digital managing editor of the Dallas Morning News.
Which emotion is prominent for you today, Robert?
I'm feeling a tropical depression.
You're not joyous.
Tropically depressed.
I'm
getting tropical.
Inside Out, new Pixar movie, and Lava. We got to talk about Lava too. Both at the short that comes before the Pixar movie. This is, by the way, the first time I've actually cried during the short that comes before the Pixar feature.
Oh, I see it. I thought the short was one of the more sort of throwaway shorts.
Such a hard-hearted man.
Why? I spent 90 minutes bawling like a baby during Inside Out.
There you go. This is, I would say, Pixar, if they were not still on, they are most assuredly back with Inside Out. I think this is the most imaginative film they've done in several years. The concept, which is a little girl whose emotions are the characters in the film in this just elaborate construct
Not just her
of a
emotions,
world.
they're the emotions that are caretakers of her memories.
Right.
So I think
it goes deep.
It's a real and subconscious, abstract thought. I mean, it's a real. Boy, it's a pretty heavy movie for something that's 90 minutes of lightweight hilarity.
Yeah, it's like Up. Remember Up when everybody's crying during the first 5 minutes of Up?
Yeah, I'll never forget the first time when I saw Up at the press screening with my son, who I guess would have been, 7 at the time.
He's like, "Why are you crying, Daddy?"
He said, "Why are you crying?" It's a cartoon.
Yeah, those Pixar
Just wait,
guys,
kid.
they're,
Just wait.
They're fiendish.
So look, should we look at it?
Yeah, let's take a look.
Right.
Take a look at a clip from Inside Out. This is Joy, voiced by Amy Poehler, and Sadness, voiced by Phyllis Smith, in the land of long-term memory.
Wait, Joy, you could get lost in there.
Think positive.
Okay, I'm positive you will get lost in there. That's long-term memory. An endless warren of corridors and shelves. I read about it in the manuals.
The manuals? The manuals! You read the manuals!
Yeah,
So you know the way back to headquarters.
I guess.
You are my map. Let's go. Lead on, mind map. Show me where we're going.
Okay, only I'm too sad to walk. Just give me a few hours. Oh,
Which way? Left?
right. No, I mean go left. I said left was right, like correct.
Okay.
This actually feels kind of nice.
Okay, here we go. We'll be back to headquarters before morning. We can do it. This'll be easy. This is working.
So the part of this movie where I knew I was seeing something just completely different, next level, was the land of abstract thought.
Yes.
When they go through this corridor and they all turn into sort of Picasso sculptures as they walk through in various permutations.
Right.
And I was just like, whoa.
There's a lot going on here. It's about a girl moving to Minneapolis. I'm moving from Minneapolis to San Francisco with her family. Her parents are voiced by Kyle MacLachlan.
Yes.
And I forget who the mother is. Diane Lane.
Yes, very good.
So, hey, these Pixar movies are stuffed with stars. The imaginary character voiced by Richard Kind, who's one of my favorite characters.
Bing Bong.
Bing Bong.
The imaginary friend.
Bing Bong.
Yes, who was
Can't get
involved
that
in, I
again.
think, when I started crying during Inside Out. I think he was in that scene.
All right, so all right. I'm curious your take on Inside Out, because I watched it from the perspective of a father of an 11-year-old, which is the child's age in this particular film.
True.
And what the movie is about is how children deal with hard things. In this case, it's being homesick. In this case, it's being a lot of things.
New kid in school.
The new kid in school.
Homesick.
Right.
New city.
And it's about how your parents always want you to be happy.
Correct.
And yet, they don't understand, we don't understand as parents. And it's not just when it comes to our children, but when it comes to ourselves and our friends and our family, that there can be happiness and sadness commingled. It is, of course, the great hallmark of all comedy. Tragedy and comedy certainly are
Two
the
masks.
two masks.
Yes.
And this film is about the reconciliation of sadness and joy in this particular case, which is why these two characters we just saw in this clip are tethered together on their adventure to get back to headquarters, where all the emotions live together and are caretakers of the core memories, which is what you see
anger,
you have anger,
fear.
you have fear, and you have disgust.
Yes.
That's why those different color balls are what they are, and they signify a different emotion.
And Lewis Black plays anger, of course.
And he does it
because who
as
else
brilliantly as
is gonna
he
play
ever
anger?
could.
Yes.
But it's kind of extraordinary because I kept thinking the whole time, I did not take my son to see it. He was at Neil deGrasse Tyson that night.
I see.
Because he's that kind of kid. But everybody kept saying, where's your son? And I kept thinking, well, we'll see it later. And I keep thinking, we'll see it later about 1,000 times.
Yeah, I'm going to see it again.
Because it made me realize what a terrible job I'm doing as a father, first of all.
I could have told
The
you.
fact that a 90-minute cartoon can do that is kind of extraordinary, because it reminded me, and in a profound way that only Pete Docter, the great Oscar-winning director of this film, can do. It reminded me that I don't understand the emotions of an 11-year-old, even having been one. I don't understand that sometimes, and I was reminded of this actually recently. I was talking to the manager of the Texas Rangers, ran into him at a ball game.
Name drop.
His son was playing at a
good.
field next to my son, and I talked to him a great deal about how to be a sports parent.
Give me any tips on the bullpen.
No, but he gave me a tip about how to be a good sports dad. And one of those tips was to, when your child needs to cry, let them cry. It is not your job to make your kid feel better. It's your job to be there when they feel bad. And that's one of the great things that really Inside Out kind of
That
teaches
could come in
us.
handy with Shin-Soo Choo.
Sure, with anybody.
This season. Yeah, one of the things, of the many profound things in Inside Out, to me, I think one of the things you're getting at, the importance of sadness and how we need it. We don't always like it. We, in fact, never really like it, but it is a very crucial component of who we are, who we all are, not just
Right.
the 11-year-old in us or the 11-year-old that we have, but everybody. And these emotions work in collaboration, and that's what's so cool about the idea, because we're seeing these emotions, at the control panel, figuring out, okay, it's my turn, it's my turn, it's my turn, and then, as you say, joy and sadness get broken off from the pack, and they have to find their way back, and they are inextricably linked. So, yeah, I watched it, from the perspective of someone who once was 11 years old, but also somebody who has many different emotions, which sometimes conflict and which have to coexist. I was just amazed at how all this was visualized on the screen.
Right.
I mean, this is just a smorgasbord of imagination. It's
Especially when they go to the land of imagination.
yes, especially when they go to but the whole thing is really, at some point
Oh,
it was
yeah.
like, wow, this is just, as I said, it's next level.
Well, how the core memories are actually manifested into the family land, hockey town.
Yes, Hockey
and all
Town.
the-
This
all
is a
the-
great hockey movie, by the way.
Right, and all the things in
Dallas
which,
Stars fans, you need to see Inside Out.
yeah, I mean, it's sort of, there's no way to describe it in some ways, because just sort of how ingenious it is visually represented, and you can see it in some of the clips that we've shown and playing behind us. It really is. It's overwhelming. I walked out of that more wrung out, I think, than I had been by any film in as long as I could remember.
I think this and Mad Max are the two best big movies of this year so far, and I don't think anything else is close. And I know they couldn't be more. They couldn't be more different.
Right.
But they're both just so
I'd like to take Harry
so
Gill to a
imaginative.
feature.
Yeah, a little mashup between Inside Out and
Maybe we'll do that this weekend.
Mad Max. Let's talk about Lava just a little bit. The short. At Pixar, shorts are always great. This one's real simple. It's a volcano singing what I think is a beautiful song about the loneliness of being a volcano and how
I
he
just
wants to
haven't-
meet somebody else.
I just had such trouble,
He wants somebody to lava,
more,
Robert.
Oh, come on.
So
It's cute.
I thought it was very moving.
You thought it was moving?
I did.
All right,
Just this whole idea of loneliness and
Sure.
just wanting to meet somebody before it's too late. That's the thing about Pixar. They put these ideas into the most benign seeming packages, and before you know it, you're just totally caught up.
I thought it was very cute. I thought it was very adorable. I could just see how it was going to end very early.
Sure, of course. Yeah, they can't leave the. There was a second where I thought they might leave the
I did too.
volcano hanging.
I thought,
like,
oh my
ooh,
God, this is going to devastate me. But
that's dark.
but it
yeah,
wasn't as dark as I kind of hoped it was going to be.
Things end okay for the volcano.
So I guess ultimately what we're saying is lava's good.
Please go see Inside Out. That's I think what we're saying.
Yeah, I don't think there's going to be a better movie this year.
That's,
Can I just say that?
Yeah, sure. You just
I
did.
just don't think we'll see anything as resonant, as important, as life-affirming, and as life-lessening as Inside Out. If you have a kid, if you don't have a kid.
Lessening as in lessons, not lessening, like
Yeah,
as
no.
in diminishing.
It will teach you life lessons.
Exactly.
I mean, really, I got to say, it just, I can't get it out of my head. I can't wait to show my son this movie. I can't wait to show his mother the movie. I can't wait to see it and be reminded. I mean, I when it comes out on DVD, I have this. It's one of those movies I want to watch every couple of days just to sort of be reminded of what movies are capable of doing. I mean, it is ingenious.
And on a more macro level, it's great to see Pixar being Pixar again after a few bumps. There's still, more sequels to various movies planned, perhaps maybe a little too much. They were getting a lot of heat for that.
If I never see a Cars movie again.
Exactly, yeah. But this is Pixar's fastball once again.
It ranks right
at
up there
top
for me
speed.
with
The Incredibles.
Well, it ranks up there with The Incredibles, with Up.
Yep.
Toy Story 3.
Toy Story 3 is fantastic.
Is
I think WALL-E
extraordinary.
is fantastic.
I like WALL-E as well. I think those may be the 5 best. I think
Pretty good one.
Inside Out.
Finding
probably-
Nemo's pretty
I like
special
Finding Nemo,
too.
but I'm
Yeah.
going to put Inside Out as the top. I think it is a
think-
superior piece
I
of
think
work.
that's I think time may bear you out on that one. So
Yeah.
please go see Inside Out and please come back and see us next week.